morning, or well, afternoon if you're choosing to follow the timetable structure. So, very history today, and we'll start with our do nows. I'm finding it hard to do the do nows, by the way, for our wider curriculum. So, when was the Victorian era? 1837 to 1901. I always forget the first bit. I always know it's 1901, but I always forget 1830 something. 1837 to 1901. What was the name of the Viking king who was defeated at Stamford Bridge? That would be King Hardrada, and he was the king of Norway, well, king of the Vikings. Who is known as the worst king in history? Well, that's got to be our old King John, hasn't it? Relating to the Magna Carta, raising taxes, killing and imprisoning his family members, being greedy, basically, doing what he wanted. Can't just do what we want. Got to follow the rules. Why did Victorians start going to the seaside? Well, that was the introduction of the railway, wasn't it? Railways were built. You could suddenly go to the seaside, and you could go just for the weekend. There's actually probably two reasons for this. They're linked together. The other reason was the high pollution of the cities. And so it was suggested that for your health, you go to the seaside for the fresher air. So it's kind of a combination of the two. So the revolution of the train system and the air pollution of cities, they kind of worked hand in hand. What did the hat of a police officer represent? Followed by, what did the black jacket of a police officer represent? Now, this was the lesson where we looked at crime and punishment, and we watched that video of all the Victorian crime and punishment things and the crank and all those. Don't worry if you've got these. It's retrieval. You don't expect to remember everything all the time. But I like these two facts. The hat represented authority. If you wore a hat, a gentleman wear a hat, it shows authority, it shows power, it shows richness. And in Victorian times, power came with wealth. So the hat of a police officer represented power, and to give them respect. They are gentlemen. They get respect. However, the black jacket that they wore, the tailcoat jacket, was the same style as a servant, like a butler. So the hat was to show that they had power and to respect them, but the black jacket was to show that they served the people. Okay, so very, very powerful representation of the police uniform. Well done if you got those two. On to our task very quickly, just going to go through it. You should recognise this task from before. So this very much is hugely retrieval, because it's retrieval without the input. We've done this before, and we were surrounded by the idea of the Victorians, we looked at railways, but now can you do this cold straight away? How much do you remember? So, some of these people were for and against railway and train travel. Some of these people potentially could be for and against. They might be able to see both sides of the coin. They might benefit and also have an impact, a negative impact from the railway. So I've not got them all on. I've taken some off. But all you need to do here, you can do this in your book, you just draw a little grid. Factory owners, would they have been for the railway and train travel? So would they have been for this huge network of railway tracks and this huge network of trains arriving more and more often? Yes. Why? Would they be against the railway and train travel? Factory owners. Okay. Now there's two ways you can do this task. You can either just draw it out and bullet point, or just write the sentence. Yes because, no because, or yes because of this, yes because of this. You don't need to write no. Well, maybe you did. Maybe you could. Or you can do it more as you could write speech bubbles. So you could draw a little factory owner, draw a speech bubble. Railways, I absolutely love them. Can't get enough of them. I can get all my materials into one place now and get them the next day. Which gives another idea of, you could really go for this. And I know some of you like putting on voices, like I do with my reading, and get a bit of drama going. Why not grab a camera, iPod, iPhone, iPad, whatever, all the devices are available, and film yourself. Film yourself in character of these. Pretend you're a factory owner, pretend you're a shopkeeper, pretend you're you don't have to do it with all of them, but just pick a few. A rich businessman. Oh, well, hello there. Yes, I am a rich businessman. I have a lot of money from my business. and I think railways are a fantastic idea. But you've got to obviously say why. And then you could be a coaching keeper. Oh, I'm not liking these. I'm not liking these railways. Well, how am I gonna get money? Nobody's gonna use the coaches anymore, are they? Takes about 4 times as long. Not a chance. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've got a family at home. So you could really go for this, guys, okay? And if you do send them me. And it will really put a smile on my face. I'm thinking now that maybe I should have gone and found my top hat and done a rich businessman video. So, bare minimum, draw the grid out. Right, yes, they would have wanted this because. A little bit extra, draw them out, do a speech bubble. The absolute, why not? You've got time on your hands. Why not film yourself? Get into character. You don't need anyone's help with that. You put the phone up, like a selfie style. You can even you can make the camera face you this time, can't you? So you can see what you're doing, and just go for it.